My name is Joris Groen. In English, Joris Groen. I'm a behavior psychologist, and all my career I've been working in UX, user experience design. And I'm very interested and excited by how psychology can help design to become more user-centric, become more customer-centric. In the Netherlands, I founded a design agency specializing in behavior design. It was called Behavioural. And in 2019, I sold my shares to my partner and I wrote a book called Online Influence. And this is exactly about how to use behavioral psychology to design more persuasive experiences, especially online. And after I wrote the book, I went to booking.com, which was always my favorite company because they do a lot of A/B testing. They test a lot of designs to see what works best for their customers, for their user. They're totally data-driven, and it was very exciting to work there for the last 4.5 years. And in July I moved to Thailand to be an independent user experience design consultant and teacher here at Harbor Space. Yeah, I think there's a clear difference. So art is really about, designing something beautiful or designing like a message to people more on a philosophical level, existential level. And design, how I see it, use it, is more like for practical purposes. So to reach a certain practical goal. So for example, an advertisement, the goal of it is to persuade people to go to the shop and buy or to buy online. A website has a practical purpose. So especially user experience design is more towards engineering than towards art. But of course, there is some overlap. So, if a design looks artistic, if we use principles from art, we can also improve the user experience. So behavior design means design in such a way that you can influence and shape human behavior. Whereas user experience design is usually more about making a product very easy to use and intuitive. Behavior design adds something to it. It's also make sure that people actually use it, that they are more motivated and more likely to do what you want. And usually you want people to use your web shop and select products and pay for them in the checkout. So behavior design, I think, is also about making the behavior easier, but it's also about how to motivate visitors, users, customers to do what you want them to do, basically. Yeah, so behavior design is sometimes seen as pushy, trying to nudge people in a certain direction. And sometimes it's true. It also kind of depends on the situation. But I see it more as like people already have a motivation to do something. And behavior design is to help them to do what they actually want to do. So in many cases it's for the good cause. So I use it a lot for online behavior. Of course, it has commercial purposes. But a lot of behavior design is also done to create healthy habits. For example, going to the gym every day, eating less sugar, drinking more water. So these are very concrete behaviors that you can design for by using these behavior design techniques, right? So you can redesign your environment to make it more likely that you do the good stuff, the healthy behaviors. Yeah, I think AI is a wonderful tool, I think, that designers can use to make their life easier. So I think, for example, the part where you have to think about For example, in Figma, autocomplete, so choose how many pixels and do all this complicated stuff that it almost feels like programming. I think AI will take over. So you can just tell AI, I want it to look like this, or you have to move it a little bit to the right, or align it to make it look nice. So you can be more like a creative director, and the AI will make it as you want. So you don't have to concentrate on all this stuff. Also, I think AI can, if you have an idea, it can create alternatives. So it can accelerate ideation. So it helps you see more potential solutions than the one that you created. So yeah, I think AI is going to really disrupt the way that we design. But still, I think designers are needed to really understand the problem that we want to solve and finally choose what is the best solution for my customer or my visitor. But the AI will make it faster and easier to do that. Yeah, I think it's a very good question because, as I said, AI will take over a lot of design tasks, especially the detailing. So I would say learn Figma, but you don't have to become a Figma guru because at some point AI will take over. So it's better to invest in skills like psychology, user research, problem definition. So more on a conceptual level than on a detailed UI, user interface design level, right? Because all these things will be automated finally. You know, like from light mode to dark mode, in maybe like apps. At some point, there's people don't have to think about this anymore because AI, if you create light mode, AI just creates dark mode for you as well, right? So if you really want to survive as a designer, I think you should focus on studying things like psychology, user testing, user research, problem definition, design process. So more on a higher level. Yeah, that's my opinion.